beef short rib on the spit braai. Roasted butternut, grilled pineapple, and a salmuera to baste the beef short rib with. Ooh, I'm excited. So's the weather. Yee! It's gonna storm. So one of my favorite things to cook on the spit braai by Stila is a beef short rib. It's one of the most amazing things, and it's really underrated, and you should try it. But this recipe is in honor of Star Delights Cape Town, who are one of the winners of the fire pit from Stila, the competition we ran a little while ago. So this is a request. Obviously, it's got my spin on it a bit, sorry, but it's just how it is. So we've got this incredible piece of beef short rib here that I got from Impala Vleis in Brits. And what it is a five bone short rib. And I've had it cut in half lengthways so that it's manageable, else it's just too big. And it's really simple. We're going to use a bit of an Argentinian trick with it, and we're going to make something called a salmuera, which in Spanish just means brine, but in Argentinian circles, it's a really flavorful thing. So the thing you got to remember is that for a 750 ml bottle, you have to go in with 4 tablespoons of fine salt. That's important. And that's the basis of it, because you're not going to salt your meat before the time. While it's on this spit braai, you're going to drizzle this brine on it, and that's going to season it. And the most basic version of that is some garlic and a bit of oregano. But the variations are endless. So we're going to do a more sort of elaborate version, and it's going to be lekker. So the first thing we start with is the salt, and we're going to chuck this in the bottle. It's got an old brandy bottle here. We all have one. Don't lie. There we are. To give you an idea of how much salt that is, that's quite a bit. And you can double that. I've seen some Argentinians do even more than that. Remember, you're going to be seasoning with it, basting with it, so you can up that if you want. So that's the first part. Then we're going to take some garlic. I'm going to take 4 cloves. Garlic is so important, and I like to peel my garlic by crushing it. Crushing the garlic is supposed to release some oils in it, and really just enhance the flavor. So I've never done a test or read a study, but that's what they say, and for me that's good enough right now. So all you want to do, you just remember, because this is a brine, the more surface area you expose, the more garlic flavor you're going to get. So I'm just going to slice these into sort of long slivers so that they can get in the bottle, in the neck, and then in we go with it. Just stick all that garlic in there. In it goes. Don't waste any. And there we've got it. Now we're going to go in with some of the herbs and spices. I'm going to take sort of a half a teaspoon of chili flakes and go in with that. I like that sort of vibe. Traditionally, you'll put in some fresh oregano. I don't have any of that in my garden just yet. We're working on it. But so I'm just going to go with Again, sort of half a teaspoon of dried oregano. You've got to be careful with the dried herbs. Don't overdo it. And then the fresh herbs. Some rosemary. I've got some rosemary twigs here. And let's get them stuck in. Get them all the way in. Let me just go in with, put in three sprigs. And then some thyme. Thyme is a great woody herb. And it's often very interchangeable with the other oregano and rosemary. So let's stuff some thyme in there. Why not? It's going to be delicious. In it goes. And then we want some pepper. I don't have any whole peppercorns here. So usually you take some of those and crush them and pop them in. But I'm just going to put a little bit of ground pepper in. Throw that in there. And that should be good enough. Bay leaf. Bay leaf is also great in a brine. So let's put in 2 or 3 little dried bay leaves. In we go. Let's get these in there as well. Why not? And then, and this is the important part, you got to go in with warm water, because that's going to do 2 things. It's going to dissolve the salt, and it's going to infuse the other flavors you put in there. So here we go. And there you got it. Simple as that. Cap it. Give it a bit of shake. There we are. And we'll leave that to sort of settle and dissolve the salt. That's what you want to check. You want to make sure the salt is dissolved. And your set will go clear. And you got it. As long as it's milky, the salt's not dissolved. As soon as it's clear, it's properly dissolved. There we have it. Put that one side. That's going to be delicious. All right, so the piece of short rib, what are we going to do? Nothing else. We're going to take it and we're going to put it on the spit. Let's get rid of that. Pull this in. The Steelers spit bar comes with this awesome stainless steel spit. And all we've got to do is we've got to try and make sure that our spit goes to this piece of meat here, just above the bone. So we're going to start on the one end. Basically feel the bone and just stay above the bone all the way. It's going to help give some stability when it's inside. And then we're going to get this sort of spiked into the meat on the one side. There we are. Same thing over here. Just make sure it sparks into the meat there. There we are. And let's tie it down. Yeah, baby. Such a gorgeous hunk of beef. Make sure you get a good quality piece of short rib. The guys at Impala Vleis here in Brits, for us, such good quality There we are. And that's it. That's going to go in the spit. And we're going to season it with the Salmuera, like I said. So the spit braai by Stieler is such a lekker thing because you can do some sides all at the same time. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of butternut, and I'm going to stuff it with some cheesy sweet corn. So we'll start by taking some sweet corn that doesn't have a, I don't know, do we even have one of these things? There we are. I haven't used one of these things in so long. I don't know what's wrong with these guys. We'll take some sweet corn. And take forever to open the can because it doesn't have one of those pull thingies. Nee man mense. Kom reg. And we're going to take it, and I've got some cheddar that I've grated quite coarse. It's nice mature cheddar, very lekker. I'm going to mix it. All right. I like to grate it coarse so you get those cheesy bits in it. There we go. A little bit of salt. Let's check how much you're putting in. There we are. Apollo's hunting flies behind me. It's my own fly repellent. There we are. And we're going to stuff some butternut. Or like a mealie with a braai, we'll put it in the butternut. So what we're going to do, we're just going to scoop out a little bit of extra of the butternut to make some room for the sweet corn, because there's enough butternut there, and each one of these will serve one person. Here we are. Make a little bit of an extra room there. There we are, we've got some nice room, and we'll fill it with the sweet corn and cheese stuffing. So just a point that I've obviously pre-cooked these butternuts, and with a spit braai, and I promise you I've cooked over 100 spit braais. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is thinking that the spit braai will cook your veggies. In my experience, you're going to be disappointed. So pre-cook your veggies. If it's potatoes, doesn't matter what it is, pre-cook it. If it's lighty sort of veggie like cabbage and stuff, blanch, sort of par-cook it. But potatoes, butternut, carrots, that sort of stuff, cook it. And then you put it in the bottom of the spit braai, allow it to baste in the fat of what you're cooking, and get that crispy, crunchy, roasted flavor. But pre-cook it. There's nothing worse than getting to the end of your cook and having your veggies raw. That's very disappointing, so don't do that. Okay, we're really going to pile it on. We're not going to be shy. And I'm not worried about the rest of this, because this will go into a little frittata tomorrow morning for breakfast. There we are. There it is. And just for fun, we're going to take a little bit of paprika in this case. You can use cayenne pepper as well. And just give it a little bit of color on the top there. A little sprinkling. Add a bit of color. That's going to be fantastic. We're going to add a little bit of pineapple, slice of pineapple up. And off we go to the spit braai. Let's get it going. It's going to be delicious.